Welcome back, everybody. A couple of big items left to go on this bike. The seat is one of them. So trying to get a seat for one of these bikes, you got your choices of finding a used one, finding one that you can recover, or you can buy one, a repop version of it from Vietnam, which is what I did. Now, there's a company called Savannah, and they have really good reviews, so I really hope the seat that I bought for this works. It is black with a cream color on it. You also need to buy hinge kits for the seats. There's 4 of these. And you can't put them on all at once because one slides this way, one slides this way, and then it bolts to the seat. So only when you're ready to put the seat on do you actually bolt it together. Now also, you have to find one of these, the seat latch. I looked and looked and looked. On eBay, they wanted anywhere from $125 to $400 for one of these. Right? Ridiculous, huh? What I did is one day, because, of course I've been looking for parts for months, one day a seat showed up on Marketplace, and it was the most ridiculous looking seat I had ever seen, and I'll show a picture of it now. But what this seat had was that latch on it. I told him I would buy the seat. I didn't want to pay a lot for shipping, so he could keep the seat. Just take that latch off. I'll pay for the seat and ship me that latch. He probably thought I was crazy. I told him he could resell the seat again. I don't care. All I want is that latch. So I paid for that and shipping and got that and was very happy to get that. So I will show you the seat now. Ta-da! I ordered it with the cream colored piping around it. You can get it with black, you can get it with all different colors. You can get it with the Honda script on the back, which I probably should have done, but didn't. I gotta put those hinge kits on it. Yeah. As long as it fits, that's a good looking seat, right? Not bad. So let me put those hinge kits on it and the bracket, and we'll see if it actually fits this bike. Okay, put the hinges on. So yeah, you have to put one of these hinges on after you slide the seat on, because now it can't come off. And they got the ones up here. You have the little pads that sit here. I put the lock on. They came with the bolts. Came with the pads. So far, everything fits perfectly. Let's see how this goes. And then we're probably going to need 2 hands. But we'll see if this thing locks. It does have a little bit of a lip up in the front. You can get it flat or with the lip up. I kind of like it that looks better against the tank with the lip. It took a little adjusting. A couple of shims. But it does fit. Got the latch closed, screwed in. So that's good. It'll probably fit better once these rubber mounts here start to wear and compress a little, because it's very tight right now. But yeah, I think we're off to a good start. All right, did a little more adjusting on the seat. I got that, so I think it's pretty good. Now the tank. There's a rubber dampener that goes here with absolutely nothing to hold it in place. That's kind of weird. The tank I had, if if you remember, it was rusted, pitted. I tried to clean it with vinegar, and it started leaking out behind the chrome sides on it. I took them off, and there had to be at least 10 leaks that developed in the short amount of time that I was cleaning it out. So I had to find another tank, a used tank, one that was in pretty nice shape. Now I had a couple of months to do this, and if you've ever tried to find a tank for one of these, they're very expensive. So I had to search and search and search till I found one that I thought was a reasonable price and in decent enough shape to complement this bike, even though, you know, there's going to be a few scratches and stuff in it. I put these rubber guides up here. We'll put the tank in. There's another rubber dampener and then the bolt that goes in the back. All right, tank's on. Seat's on. Like I said, there's some scratches and stuff in it. It's not perfect, but it is shiny. It's not a perfect bike. I gotta connect these, but you know, this is all coming back off again anyway. I did put a new petcock in it. I expect that to leak. I don't like the way this goes on. You tighten this, but then if this loosens up, if you turn it the opposite way, it's just a weird setup. But yeah. Seat's on, seat's latched. Bike is together. Now I know you might think that it's all ready to go. I still have the side covers I got to put on, the air pods. Shift lever, I have that one sitting there, but well, it's not the correct one. Kickstart lever. Like I said, the tank's coming back off, seat's probably coming back off. I just wanted to fit these to see how they went together, and yeah, we'll get it running, make sure everything's okay, because the last thing we want to do is try to start this thing and have a fire with that tank and that seat on it. One more disappointing thing, this side stand is the wrong side stand. I first noticed because when I went to put it up, it went too far. It didn't hit the rubber bumper. And when I took it off the center stand, it was way too long, and the bike was like standing straight up and would have easily tipped over with that on there. So, guess what? I gotta get another side stand. The whole reason I replaced the frame is because this didn't have a side stand. The lug on there and everything now. Anyway, what's another 20-30 bucks, right? All right, we'll get that on order. What are you gonna do, right? Okay, bike out of the shed. Ooh, I've got the battery hooked up. I've got some fuel lines running up here. I've got my bottle of fuel. I don't know if you can see inside the mufflers. Clean as can be. I have not run this bike yet. We are going to give it its first shot now. Question is, should I put the pods on it? Because it'll probably run differently with them on there. Okay, maybe I'll do that. I prefer the clear fuel line to this so you can actually see when it's full. But I gotta go with what fits. And that clear does not fit well. It doesn't fit well on the CB354 cylinder either. I gotta replace that fuel line with this stuff too. So I think I got, what, 1/4 inch or something, and it takes, I don't know, like 5.5 millimeter or something. All right, we're about as full as we're gonna get. Batteries hooked up. Choke. That's fully choked. Are we good? Turn our key switch on. We are in neutral. That's the horn. This should be the start. That was pretty easy. Alright, the tack doesn't work, so we'll have to figure out if it's spinning down here or if it's in the speedometer head. No massive oil leaks, that's good. I don't have a shift lever on it. I'm supposed to get the correct one today. I do want to see if those clutches will break free, because that's going to be an issue if I can't get that to happen. Just trying to let it warm up so I can adjust the carbs a little, but definitely running on both. This one's definitely hotter than that one. It's definitely running more on the left cylinder than the right. Starts nice and easy. All right. I think what we got is a problem with this carburetor. Everything off idle is good. On idle, not so good. Much like that bike. When I turn that fuel mixture screw in or out, it doesn't do a damn thing. So, that carb's got to come back off. But it runs. It starts right up. Okay, got a carburetor on the table. We're going to take it apart and see what that idle circuit looks like. Don't know if there's much gas left in this. I guess we'll find out. I guess there was. Damn it. Now I got to deal with smelling it all the time. Oh, that's right. This is the one where it goes down through. Goes through this hole, then down another one. All right, we'll get that apart. It's funny because, you know, when you rev this, just this carb, it does pick up good. May or may not start. Let's see. It is charging, so that's good. I have it in gear. Clutch is broke free. That's a good sign. All right. Something going positive today. Even though I can't adjust that carburetor. There's a couple issues. One, looks like it's going to rain. Two, that carburetor. Something about it. Can't adjust the fuel mixture. This one you can. I blew out all the passengers all the way through the needle, everything. Seemed good, but still something not quite right with it. Number two, tack doesn't work. Don't know why. It just doesn't. So we'll have to see if it's actually spinning in here or not. What are other issues? Got the clutches to break free. It's charging. Oh yeah, something with that starter. It worked good when it was cold. Now that it's warming up, doesn't want to work so good. We'll figure that out too. And welcome to take 2 of trying to get this bike running right. So first things first. My side stand, which was wrong, I now have the correct one. I don't know how easy it is to see how much shorter that is, but that is going to make a difference, which is good. I gotta prep this and paint it. And while that paint is drying between coats, I'm gonna see if I can get this thing idling again. So I took the carbs apart again. I bench synced them again, a different way this time, using a thin piece of wire. I have the adjuster screws set exactly the same. The throttle the same. Same with the cables, opening and closing at the same time. Got it full of fuel. I got it a little warmed up, but then it ran out of fuel. So let's see if there's any difference now. Alright, throttle seems to snap back good. Not sure what it's idling at. Still got to figure out the tack. It's going to run out of fuel soon. But this might be they are about equally hot this time, which they weren't before. The right side was much cooler. All right, let me try to figure out the tack thing. I don't know if it's the housing or the speedometer, one of those two. I've got the tank on, got the seat on. New shift lever came in, got that on. I do not have a kickstart lever on it. So if it dies on the road and the starter doesn't work, guess I'm screwed. I got some gas in the tank, and we're gonna see if this thing will get around the block. So the issue with the tack is the drive in here is not moving. So I wonder if when it got damaged before, it did something in here. But yeah, I took this off and I started it up and the thing isn't spinning. I could take it off here. I do not want to take this cover off. I mean, it looks easy, 4 bolts. You do. You drop that side of the cam down, lose a rocker, and then you're kind of screwed. So I'm not going to do that. But let me get my gear on so I can bring you along with me, and I'll be right back. Okay, so considerably quicker than the CB350. My speedometer works. All 5 gears work. When it gets to the higher revs, man, that thing just takes off. I wasn't really expecting it to be this quick. I'm impressed. I did not expect this bike to be as quick as it is, seeing as it's a 450. But I guess the 71 K4 engine had 45 horse, so not a whole lot less, you know, to the 50 horse that most of my 650s are. So the first thing I did when I started putting this bike back together was put the Made in Japan sticker on the neck, and now the last thing I'm going to do is put these caution labels on the side covers. So there we go. Another one saved. Got a little work to do on some other bikes, but that was the major thing to get done for this summer. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.